She texted, "You're obsessed with your dead mom. It's creepy and pathetic." I responded, "I'll reflect on that." Then I donated the inheritance my creepy mom left me to charity for cancer patients. Her screaming when she found out about the $2 million she'd been counting on. Original post: I, 36 male, lost my mom to pancreatic cancer 11 months ago. It was brutal. 6 months from diagnosis to the end. I took FMLA, moved back home to help with her care. Watched this incredible woman who raised me solo after dad bailed when I was 8 just fade away. Mom left me everything. The house, her retirement accounts, life insurance, about $2.3 million total after selling the house. She'd lived frugally her whole life, invested smart, never remarried. Said she wanted to leave me set for life. Been with Veronica, 34, for 3 years. She moved into my condo 8 months ago. Never saw any red flags until mom got sick. Then little comments started. "You're there every weekend." She has nurses, Dennis. "When are you coming home?" I thought she was just feeling neglected. Tried to include her, invited her to come with me. She came twice, spent both visits on her phone, complained about the depressing atmosphere. After mom passed, I was a mess. Grief hits weird. Some days I'm fine, others I'm crying over finding her handwriting on a grocery list. Started seeing a therapist. Going through mom's things slowly, keeping what matters, donating the rest. Last Tuesday, found mom's recipe box. Started crying looking at her famous lasagna recipe with notes in the margins. Made it for dinner as a way to feel close to her. Veronica came home while I was plating it. "Lasagna again? That's the 3rd time this month." "It's mom's recipe. It helps me feel connected to her." She rolled her eyes, actually rolled them. "Dennis, this is getting weird. You're literally obsessed with your dead mother. It's creepy and pathetic." I just stared at her. "What did you just say?" "You heard me. It's been almost a year. Normal people move on. You're acting like Norman Bates or something, going through her clothes, cooking her food, crying over random stuff. It's not healthy." She was my only parent, the only family I had left. Had, past tense. She's gone. And honestly, thank God I won't have to deal with a monster-in-law. "But this shrine you're building to her, it needs to stop. You need to focus on the living. On us. Our future." My brain just stopped, like a record scratch moment. "Our future?" Her whole demeanor shifted, softer. "Yes, baby. We could do so much with that inheritance. Buy a house, travel, invest in my boutique idea. Your mom would want you to be happy, to move forward." There it was, the real reason. Not concern for my mental health, money. "I'll reflect on that," I said quietly. She smiled, kissed my cheek. "Good. Maybe we can look at houses this weekend? Something in Westfield?" "Maybe." She went to shower. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at mom's lasagna, thinking. Remembering things. How Veronica perked up when the lawyer mentioned the inheritance amount. How she started talking about our plans for the money. How she'd been pushing me to get over it since the day after the funeral. Made a phone call that night after she went to bed. Update 1. Been a week since the lasagna incident. Did a lot of thinking and planning. See, here's what I realized. Veronica never once asked how I was doing after mom died. Never held me while I cried. Never offered to help go through things or share memories. Just kept pushing me to move on and making comments about the money. Remember I mentioned mom left me set for life? She also left me something else. A letter. Only opened it last week. Part of it said, "Dennis, my sweet boy, I know you'll grieve hard. That's okay. Take your time. But be careful who you let close during this vulnerable time. People show their true colors when money's involved. Your father certainly did. Trust your gut. Love, Mom." Even from beyond, she was looking out for me. So Thursday, I met with an estate attorney. Different one from who handled mom's will. Explained the situation. He suggested some options. I picked the nuclear one. Set up a charitable trust, irrevocable, meaning once the money goes in, it can't come back out to me. Ever. The Cancer Research Foundation would get $1 million. Local hospice that took care of mom, another $500. Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, $500. The remaining $300 stays in my personal accounts for emergencies and living expenses. Signed the papers Friday morning. Transfer would process Monday. Done deal. No takebacks. Friday evening, Veronica's browsing Zillow on her tablet. "Babe, look at this one. 5 bedrooms, pool, perfect for entertaining, only $1.8 million. We could pay cash and still have money left for renovations." That's a nice house, I said. I can call the realtor tomorrow. Oh, and I found the perfect spot for my boutique. The lease is only $4,000 a month. With your mom's money, we could... It's not my mom's money anymore. She looked up. What? I donated it to cancer charities in mom's memory. The tablet slipped from her hands. You? What? How much? 2 million. I've never seen someone's face go through so many emotions so fast. Confusion, disbelief, rage. You donated $2 million without discussing it with me? It was my inheritance, my decision. I'm your girlfriend. We lived together. That money was our future. No, it was mom's money. She earned it. She saved it. She left it to me, and I chose to honor her memory by helping other families going through what we went through. She stood up, shaking. How much is left? Enough for me to live modestly. How much? About $300. The sound that came out of her mouth wasn't quite a scream, more like a wounded animal. 300, you threw away $2 million? I donated it to help people dying of cancer, like my creepy mom did. You spiteful bastard, you did this to punish me. No, I did it because it's what felt right. Mom's death shouldn't be my lottery ticket, or yours. She grabbed her phone, called her sister. Melody? He gave it away. The money. He gave it all away. Sobbing now. $2 million to charity. Can he even do that? Is it legal? Spent the next hour listening to her alternate between crying, screaming, and calling me every name in the book. Her sister came over. They huddled in the bedroom, plotting. Heard Melody say something about suing for emotional distress and common law marriage. Sent a text to my lawyer friend. She's threatening legal action. Thoughts? LMAO. Good luck to her. It's your inheritance. You could have set it on fire if you wanted. Common law marriage isn't recognized here. She has zero claim. Update 2, Saturday morning. Woke up to Veronica and Melody standing over me. We need to talk, Melody said in her best lawyer voice. She's a paralegal. About the financial abuse you're perpetrating. I actually laughed. Financial abuse? I donated my inheritance to charity. After 3 years together, shared residence, combined lives, that money was marital property. We're not married. Common law doesn't exist in this state. Try again. Veronica jumped in. I've invested 3 years in this relationship. I moved in with you. I gave up opportunities. What opportunities? I could have been with someone else. Someone who would actually provide for me. There it was. Mask completely off. So you were investing in me, hoping for a payout when mom died? That's not. I didn't mean. Get out. You can't kick me out. I live here. I have rights. You're not on the lease. You don't pay rent. You're a month-to-month guest at best. Leave voluntarily or I'll start the eviction process. Melody pulled her aside, whispering. Then, fine, but Veronica needs time to find a place, 30 days, 72 hours. That's illegal. So call the cops. Tell them how your sister is mad her boyfriend donated his inheritance to cancer research. They left to make arrangements. I started packing Veronica's things, found something interesting in her closet. A folder labeled D Estate. Inside, screenshots of Zillow listings, boutique locations, vacation destinations, a spreadsheet calculating my net worth, dated 6 months ago, 2 months before mom died. She'd been planning this. While mom was dying, while I was falling apart, she was shopping for houses with money that wasn't even mine yet. Took photos of everything. Update 3 Sunday afternoon. The extinction burst, learned that term from the grief counselor, was spectacular. Veronica's mom, Deidre, showed up. Full theatrical mode. How dare you throw my daughter out after everything she's done for you? What exactly has she done for me, Deidre? She loved you. Supported you. She called my dead mother creepy and pathetic, then tried to spend her money. That money was Veronica's future too. You were together 3 years. Dating, not married, no kids, no shared property. She has zero claim. She put her life on hold for you. How? She works part-time at a yoga studio, lives here rent-free. I pay for everything. You manipulative bastard. You probably planned this. Led her on. I pulled out my phone, showed her the folder photos. Veronica was planning to spend my inheritance 6 months ago, while my mom was dying. Deidre's face went pale. She was just dreaming. Planning your future together. She was shopping for my mom to die. Then came the guilt trips. Veronica posted on social media. Devastated. After supporting my boyfriend through his mother's death, staying by his side through his grief, He donated his entire inheritance out of spite and kicked me out. 3 years together meant nothing. Now I'm homeless because I told him he needed therapy for his unhealthy obsession with his deceased mother. This is what happens when you try to help someone heal. Abused, narcissistic abuse, financial abuse. The comments were split, her friends rallying. But then my buddy Terrence chimed in. Funny how you were never at the hospital, never at the funeral, but real quick to mention the inheritance amount at the wake. Dennis's mom was insane. That money went exactly where it should. Her post got deleted an hour later. Monday morning, the transfers were complete. Got confirmation emails from each charity, tax deduction receipts for next year. Mom would have loved that detail. She always maximized her deductions. Veronica showed up with a U-Haul and her brother Keith. Keith tried to mean mug me. You're a real piece of work, man. Doing my sister like this. Your sister plotted to spend my dying mother's money. Here's her stuff. Everything was in boxes by the door, labeled, organized, even bubble-wrapped her yoga trophies. As they loaded the truck, Veronica made one last attempt. Dennis, please, we can work this out. I'll apologize. I was insensitive about your mom, but throwing away $2 million? That's insane. It's not thrown away. It'll fund research, help families afford hospice care, maybe save lives. But what about your life? Our life? I have a life, a good job, a nice place, money saved. I'll be fine. What about love? You're throwing that away too. No, I'm recognizing that what we had wasn't love. Love doesn't call your grief creepy. Love doesn't plan to spend your inheritance while your mom is dying. She started ugly crying. You'll regret this. You'll be alone. No one will want you without that money. Then I'll know they want me for me, like Mom did. Keith honked the horn. She grabbed the last box, stopped at the door. Your mother was a bitter old woman who raised a pathetic mama's boy. No wonder your dad left. I smiled. Actually smiled. Thank you. For what? For proving I made the right choice. She slammed the door so hard, the frame shook. Update 4. It's been 3 weeks since Veronica moved out. The fallout has been educational. First, she tried getting her job at the yoga studio to give her more hours. They declined. Turns out showing up whenever you feel like it for 3 years because your boyfriend pays your bills doesn't make you Employee of the Month material. Then she tried the dating apps. Her friend Ainsley, who still talks to Terrence's girlfriend, reported that Veronica's been going on dates, casually mentioning her trauma about her financially abusive ex who stole her inheritance. 3 guys have ghosted her mid-dinner when she started talking about their future investments. But the real entertainment came from an unexpected source. Got a LinkedIn message from a dude named Bradley. Hey man, weird question. Did you date Veronica Marsh? She mentioned you on our date, said you donated a huge inheritance to charity out of spite. Bro, if that's true, you're my hero. She asked me about my portfolio before appetizers came. Before appetizers. I responded, it's true. And yeah, she does that. He wrote back, legend. Sending this to my group chat. These gold diggers need to know we're onto them. Apparently, Bradley screenshotted our convo with my permission and posted it in some local dating group. Veronica became a meme. Someone made a TikTok. POV, you're on a date and she asks about your mom's life insurance policy. It got 100K views. Then came the twist I didn't see coming. One of the charities I donated to reached out. They wanted to create a memorial fund in Mom's name. Would I be interested in being involved? Speaking at events? Helping other families navigate end-of-life care? I said yes. First event was last weekend. Small gathering, 20 families dealing with pancreatic cancer diagnoses. I talked about Mom, her strength, her humor even in hospice, how she made me promise to do something useful with her money. After, a woman named Grace came up. Her dad was just diagnosed, same stage Mom was. Your donation is paying for his treatment, the experimental therapy. Insurance wouldn't cover it. You gave us hope. I cried, like ugly cried, right there in front of everyone. Grace hugged me. Your mom raised a good man. She did her best with what she had. Seems like she had everything that mattered. Meanwhile, according to the grapevine, Veronica's living with her mom. Working full-time now, the horror. Dating some crypto guy who promises he's about to moon. Still telling people I'm abusive. Still posting quotes about narcissistic exes and financial manipulation. But here's the thing. I don't care, like, at all. Because every week I get updates from the charities, research funded, families helped, equipment purchased for the hospice. Mom's money is doing what she would have wanted, helping people. And me? I'm doing better. Still in therapy. Still cry sometimes when I find Mom's handwriting. Made her lasagna last night. But now I also volunteer at the hospice on Saturdays. Started a support group for people who lost parents to cancer. Met some incredible people. Even met someone. Her name's Elena. Her mom died of breast cancer 2 years ago. We met at the support group. She brings her mom's cookies to meetings. I bring Mom's lasagna. We talk about our moms without anyone calling it creepy or unhealthy. She doesn't know about the inheritance. Doesn't need to. We're taking it slow, really slow. Because guess what? When you're not trying to gold dig, there's no rush. Final update. 6 months later, need to close this chapter because life's moving forward, and I finally feel ready to let this go. The universe has a sense of humor. Remember the crypto boyfriend? He convinced Veronica to invest her savings in some coin that was guaranteed to explode. It exploded all right, went to zero. She lost everything she'd saved from working. How do I know? Because she actually had the audacity to text me from her friend's phone. Dennis, I know things ended badly, but I'm in a really tough spot. Could you help? Even just a small loan? For old time's sake? I donated $100 to the cancer fund in her name, sent her the receipt with a note. Hope this helps someone who needs it. She sent back a voice message that was just screaming. Beautiful. Her mom, Deidre, called next, trying to guilt me. She's struggling. You have money. How can you be so heartless? The same way Veronica was heartless when she called my dying mother creepy. Goodbye, Deidre. But here's the real update. The memorial fund in Mom's name has raised an additional $500 from other donors. We've helped 47 families so far. Funded 2 promising research studies. The hospice named a room after her, the Margaret Dennis Comfort Suite. I spoke at another event last month, told the whole story, the inheritance, the donation, even Veronica, though not by name. The room was silent, then standing ovation. Afterward, an older gentleman approached me, handed me his card. He runs a foundation for grief support and end-of-life care. Wants me to join the board. Your story resonates, he said. Loss, betrayal, choosing purpose over pettiness. That's powerful. I start next month. It's a volunteer position, but it feels right. Elena and I are still together, still taking it slow. She was there when I cleaned out the last of Mom's things. Found Mom's wedding ring from Dad. The one she never wore, but never sold either. Complicated feelings about that one, I told Elena. Family always is, she said, holding my hand. She helped me decide what to do with it. We donated it to an auction for the cancer fund. It sold for $3,200. Felt like closing a circle. Last week was the anniversary of Mom's death. Elena came with me to the cemetery. We brought lasagna and ate it right there on a bench, telling Mom's stories. She laughed when I told her about Veronica's reaction to the donation. Your mom would have loved that, Elena said. The charity getting the money instead of that gold digger. You think? Oh, absolutely. From what you've told me, your mom had a wicked sense of humor. She did. She really did. As for Veronica, last I heard she moved to another city. Fresh start, according to Ainsley. Still posting about financial abuse and narcissistic exes, but also posting about manifesting abundance and attracting wealth. Good luck with that. I kept one thing from this whole mess, that folder Veronica made with all her plans for Mom's money. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I look at it and laugh. All those houses she'd never live in, vacations she'd never take, the boutique that'll never exist. Then I look at the photos from the cancer fund events. The families helped, the research funded, the thank you letters from patients who got experimental treatments covered. I made the right choice. Mom's money is doing what money should do, helping people who need it. Not funding someone's Instagram lifestyle. To anyone reading this going through something similar, trust your gut. When people show you who they are, believe them. And never, ever apologize for grieving someone you love. Your grief isn't creepy. It's not pathetic. It's love with nowhere to go. Find somewhere for it to go that matters. Mom would want that. And Veronica, if you're reading this, and I know you still cyberstalk me, that crypto boyfriend you dumped after he went broke? He just inherited his uncle's plumbing business. Worth about $2 million. But you didn't know that when you left him, did you? Karma's beautiful sometimes. I'm done here. Time to live the life Mom wanted for me. One where I'm valued for who I am, not what I inherited. Thanks for reading. Hug your moms if you got 'em. Dennis P.S. The lasagna recipe? I'm having it printed in a cookbook the Cancer Fund is publishing. All proceeds go to patient support. Mom's recipe is the first one in the book. It's called Margaret's Last Gift Lasagna. She would have loved that too.